Hello and welcome back to Squares on a Couch.
I'm Will.
I'm Dan.
And we're here to play Okami, the HD remastered.
HD remastered.
Look at this dog. Look at Mushi.
This is the dog
game,
them
Will. Fishing.
Yes,
oh,
look
man.
Look at all these highlights.
There's so many characters. Everything's so bright and colorful.
Ladies. You can paint. There's that guy with
that
a
guy's
mustache.
Balding.
Look at that. Look at how good of a dog
Laser
that is.
swords. What a good dog.
He's a pretty good dog. Oh, man. Look at that. This dog combat, Will.
Dombat.
I don't... nope.
Dombat. Dog combat.
Nope. All right. We're going to begin this story now.
Neat.
Accessing hard disk. Yeah, we'll create a new save.
Sure, let's do it.
I mean... Why not? Alright. I mean, I just said we're starting a new game, so...
So let's start that game.
How about we start that new game?
I'm super pumped.
Let me start that new game! Here we go. Story. Hideki Kamiya. Okay, good.
Like, even though this game came out in 2006, it's aged really well. The style is gorgeous.
Oh, how do we want to do this with the voicing?
Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets.
Dark secrets.
And fetishes. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain, and 8 heads mounted on the necks of the size...
Of tree trunks.
Its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast.
I like how we get
this is a hell of a maiden.
I like how we get an average of 1.5 sentences per word bubble.
Super pumped. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village.
Could that have been us?
A good dog?
That's not a white wolf. That's a black wolf. I know colors, Okami.
Its coat as brilliant as black snow was dibbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi.
I mean, look at us. We're evil and shadowy.
We're bad dogs.
Bad dogs.
But plot twist, there are no bad dogs. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements.
Ooh.
What a great story. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded a coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into... This is hot. Hot. I can't read it. Oh, man. Oh, that was good. The home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden, just sunk it right in.
The shaft went... Yep.
Plunged it nice and deep. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign.
Ooh.
Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi certainly did. He certainly did travel to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. Orochi, being a giant snakehead thing, could not tell the difference and ate him anyway. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks.
Oh.
Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice.
Oh no.
Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly.
Oh.
On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch.
What's he gonna do, Will? I'm so invested in this story.
At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle,
It's a wolf boy.
dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face, and a dog in the butt. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads,
Dog
readying
versus
its
snake.
fangs
Dog
for battle.
versus snake.
The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness.
Whoa.
Dog versus snake versus other snakehead versus tons of snakehead
Versus all those
versus a
snake
tired
heads.
dude in the background.
Ooh,
Mysterious and terrifying.
they got different head
The
ornaments.
spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames.
He's flatulent, apparently.
Most dogs will be if you give them cheese.
Yes.
As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening. A gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand.
Man.
However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson,
This could be like the entire episode.
stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Speaking of exhausted. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in.
Wow,
With its
his
last
hand
ounce
is
of strength.
huge. It's like a big, huge meat hook thing. Ooh. Looks gross and deformed.
It might be a sword. The majestic wolf gave heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl.
Oh, I know that's a sword, but like the hand that's grabbing the sword looks huge. It's like bigger than his face.
You know what they say, Daniel? Don't insult the hand that grasps you.
I'm not sure that's a thing that they say.
It is now. The light above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope.
Of hope?
Of hope?
I'm so hopeful that this monologue will end and I can play the game at some point.
This is the game, Daniel. This is the HD remaster, guided
Oh,
by his
God.
sword. Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the something shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary.
After hiding like a coward for like an hour.
Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, more like scared, am I right? He leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string.
Ooh.
One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. And then they scrolled to the next page.
Yep, and then they went to the next page.
Orochi's broken
Oh.
body collapsed in a lake of its own blood.
That's gory. This is a bloody video game.
In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving.
No!
The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response,
That's what I call my penis.
Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark.
He's not a horse, it's a dog. Stupid game.
Then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it.
Aw, well.
Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi and placed inside the moon cave.
Ooh.
The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace.
So wait a minute.
Good job, Daniel. You've beaten the game. Oh, wait.
Oh, I hope you enjoy
This is not the end of the
it's color
story.
now.
Inglorious Technicolor! There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice.
100 years? 100 years? Okay.
I mean, that's what happens when things are peaceful. Time just flies by. You don't even know.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, someone should be voicing this.
I've been voicing like
you're
last
right.
20
Okay,
minutes,
I'll do
so-
something.
No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
Well, this was bad.
Well,
Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power.
hope you're committed to that voice, Will.
That may have been a mistake.
But who is this mysterious man, Will?
It's Batman. Na, 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 na.
Oh. It's a lot of bad stuff's happening.
More like a lot of bat stuff, am I right?
No, because he's not Batman.
That's a good point. I tree what you're trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Are you getting a little burned out on these puns?
It's episode 1, Will. It's episode 1.
Just the
And
first
we're
step.
already here.
A horrible tragedy swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. That tiny settlement of Kamiki. Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree.
And one hard dog.
It is here that the real story begins.
All right, dog, time to soften up.
It's a pretty lady, Will.
What a pretty lady.
Look at the pretty lady. She's got peach boobies.
Wood Sprite Sakuya.
How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom.
How is she talking when she has no mouth?
What transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power is diminished. Over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all.
Get crunk.
What?
That's right. Flame on.
Ah.
Woo.
Oh, Okami Amaterasu.
Okami Amaterasu. Amaterasu is the goddess of the sun in Japanese lore, by the way.
She is.
Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed... Motherfucker.
She's just like a dog.
Just keep talking, don't you?
Away
whoa,
the
you
evil
can-
demons so many years
You can
ago.
100% see her butt. She's got a little
neat.
butt flap.
Or is that just a peach sigil? We'll never know. Has not changed one bit.
Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings a tear to my eye, I assume. Happiness to my heart.
Nope, completely wrong.
Oh, well. Sniff, there's that tear. What a good dog. Good job lying down.
No, that's definitely her butt.
Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of my butt. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. That's Japan, by the way. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are now, at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the evil stuff.
Please use your powers to banish my butt with some covering. Really.
Darkness and punish those who would do us harm. Eh? What's this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Ho ho ho! Who would know? Ho ho ho! Who would know?
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Whoa!
Jiggle,
hey.
jiggle, jiggle.
It's a tiny bug person.
You again?
He's shiny. Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all.
Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug?
Bug, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun. Wandering artist Isun. I'll show you just how great I am, and I won't be long till and it won't be long until you're bowing before my great brush. Also, the name of my penis.
My great brush.
My great brush.
I like to dip it in ink and swirl it around.
Wow. He's pretty good.
That's something, I guess.
Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it! You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Oh, well, he's gone. Well, what do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in a wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaro,
Good
on
job.
you. Also the name of my penis.
How many names does your penis have, Daniel?
Lots.
So many names.
What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway?
Oh, great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit.
Your butt?
My fruit. The boot fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn.
The village?
The village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path.
Ooh.
Only your awesome power can restore life to the world.
The trees returned to normal, huh? That Sakuya girl has sure said some weird stuff. The village's spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. The girl said that. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there if you don't use some kind of special power. There's no way you're going to reach it. This darkness is is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap.
Why do you sound like the announcer for Dragon Ball Z?
Because I don't know. Actually, what's this? Oop.
What is that?
Okay.
Oh, menus. Oh, man, there's so many things happening.
I'm trying pushing buttons, seeing what happens. Okay, that's a map. Triangle. Nope, that's... okay.
Oh, man. I like that effect when you jump.
There's a bark button, Will!
Good bork. Bork, bork, bork.
Bork, 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 bork. The fruit sure is growing in a high place. The only way we're gonna reach that is with some kind of special power. Oh. How do I activate my special power, though?
Touchpad?
That's
swiping?
Maybe. Nope. Touchpad just opens up the scroll, which I think is a bit of an oversight.
Bit of a missed opportunity, seems
Yeah,
like.
I feel like it could have been...
Maybe right stick? No?
Not the stick.
Can you click on...
Oh, options, mate? No.
Click on R3 and L3?
At the same time? Oh, wait, do I have to... I think I have to go into here.
Special power!
Probably should have...
That may help.
There we go. Where are we? I got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Shall we bet... we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. L1 changes the point of view. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay?
So you can go first-person dog mode.
Bork, 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 bork,
Bork Simulator.
bork, bork, bork,
2017.
bork,
2018.
bork, 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 bork. Ooh.
Whoa.
Hold on! That's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files.
Oh.
That way, you can always go back if you get stuck or something.
Save scumming.
Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes.
That's how you know Isun is scum. He's save scum.
Save scum. Here we go.
Don't touch that power button.
Please do not turn off your console.
Yeah.
21 minutes. All right.
That's a good a place as any.
Yep, I guess we're stopping here for this episode. But yeah, we're going to be playing Okami now. It's going to be great. Pork, 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 pork. I have 0 yen. I'm poor.